Hello, hello! Welcome to the Blue Marlin. I have just about an hour or so to relax, so I am going to do so with some Blue Marlin. Still doing some fact-finding. Just doing some research. Okay, clear weather in Florida, 80 degrees. Doing good. Alright. Oops. I've got to get better at my menuing if I ever want to do this game with any real fervor. I'm going to adjust my chat window. Sorry. There we go. Sorry if I got laggy. My emulator gets a little laggy, and of course this game is very, very laggy. I'm going to stick to 160 for now. I'm doing some data gathering on catching some... okay, so it's clear, so we're going to be mid-range in the morning. Okay. It's early in the morning. I think it's 6 in the morning. I'm going to try to catch some of these small fish to see if I can quickly get my muscle power stat up. I'm trying to learn some of the mechanics of this kind of strange leveling system this game has, although this is a bigger one now. I'm going to see how quickly I can get to every third fish, apparently also including the scrubby fish that don't count for anything on your tournament. Yes, there we go. That's good. Good luck there. Get this guy in. Oh, come on. Bad luck. Couple of so I got good RNG on the go for it, and then bad luck on the line reeling out. Okay, oops, I shouldn't have kept it. But I'm going to see if I can just quickly get to the second level of muscle power by catching some of these scrub fish on the first day. Because I would like to do some future work, and I should be using my timer, but maybe I'll try that if I restart another day. I'll use my timer to see how quickly I can get to max levels in the different categories. Because on the third fish, if I understand it correctly, on the third fish, no matter what species, should have selected no on the other one, and I can't take it back now. Once you've kept a fish, you can't throw it back. Oops, don't want that billfish yet. I'm going to just try to catch only scrub fish today to see if I can get my stats up, because I should get my... You've got body strength and muscle power, so I think it's actually body strength is the one that goes up by catching 3 fish. That's body strength. Muscle power, according to the manual, goes up when you catch larger fish, but I haven't actually pinned down what the stats are on that yet. Okay, so there's my body strength after the third fish goes up. Now the body strength is the one that is your vitality in fighting, so I'm just catching these, in this game they're called Dorado. In real life, a lot of people call them dolphin fish or mahi-mahi, but they usually use mahi-mahi when they're talking about their meat. Okay, so that was 3 fish. This is my 4th, so every third fish I should get a level up in that area. Ooh. So I'm going to see if I can actually get a muscle power level up by catching scrub fish. That's kind of my goal of data finding today. If I can get a muscle power level up by catching scrub fish. Scrub fish, I should say, are the Dorado, they're called in this game, Barracuda. Sharks can sometimes be in those schools, and then sometimes you will hook a tuna behind a school. And the tuna that you hook behind the school can sometimes... sorry, no, this one's Barracuda. Alright, so the next fish should be my 6th fish of the day. And that should get my level up again. Oh, here's a shark. Ooh. Nice. That was very lucky, because this shark was probably going to be too big for me to handle very easily. But getting that nice go for it luck is good. So this should give me a level up. What's the size? 400. Yeah, so there's my body strength. I don't think I'll get... Yeah. Sharks have the greatest music in this game, but right now I'm just kind of not as worried about the music part for now. I'm going to turn the game audio down a little bit on my stream. When I listened to the last one, it was a bit loud on this game, especially this game that has some kind of, it has some great music, but it has some very irritating. What am I doing? I don't want to, you can get a billfish back behind schools, or flocks of seagulls, a flock of seagulls. Oops, I accidentally motored through that school of fish, so I scattered them. I'm going against all of my muscle memory in this game, because you're normally wanting to draw up a billfish behind a school of scrubfish. Because the billfish are blue marlin, black marlin, striped marlin, swordfish, and sailfish. Those are the only fish that count towards your tournament day. But right now I'm just experimenting with this weird hidden level up system that this game has. And now I can't seem to find, there we go, a school of scrubfish. This game is also very laggy. Here's another shark, and this shark is way too big for me to handle, so I'm just going to cut the line. That shark was way too big for my character. I could tell almost right away. As soon as I tried to pull back and my character took a couple of seconds to actually lean back, that's how you can tell. There we go. So this is going to be another small one, but that's okay. And I get these little go for it. So on the small fish like this, you'll get those go for it. The fish is very exhausted a little more often. And I did accidentally keep that first Dorado, but I should remember now not to keep the scrub fish that I catch. So I am gonna see if I can gain levels in the other categories just by catching only scrub fish on this first day. Because if I want to do a speed run of this game, or not really a speed run, but trying to get good times on finishing the game, I think I'm probably going to have to do some, I guess you could call it grinding here on the first day of the tournament, because this would be probably the day that I could catch the 12 fish that you need most quickly to get yourself up to the top level, at least in vitality. Now the muscle power is what allows you to how much the game is lagging. When you've got schools of fish on the screen, that's when the game lags the most. When you've got schools of screen, and if you've got multiple schools, like I had coming into the screen right there, that was going to be pretty bad. But I do want to see if I'm also getting points. Oh, alright, so that must have been a barracuda, because barracuda can bite your line off like that. That's just a random thing. You have no control over that. Sometimes a shark will eat your fish while you're playing them in. You also have no control over that. There's a lot of things in this game that are just random and you have no control. We have yet to hook a billfish on this day, on this playthrough. Yes, I am going backwards. You can drive your boat backwards. And it thought I was trying to. There we go. So here's another shark that's way too large for me. See how quickly my character, or how slowly my character pulled back? So I'm not going to worry about that shark. It's way too large for me to handle. If it was a billfish that big, I may have tried to play it in just to see, but not so much the shark today. But if I can get my strength and my endurance up, so muscle power is your strength, and body strength is like your endurance, which is really they're very strangely worded traits to have, and they're not, the way they describe it is not very helpful in this game. See, like that school of fish has a billfish behind it. I'm not wanting a billfish right now. Ah! I accidentally went through the middle of that school. But if and when I'm ready to try to catch a fish that's going to win the tournament day, the first day of this game, I'm going to try to pull up a billfish behind a school. But for now, I'm just trying to catch the schooling fish. So you see my vitality, the green chevron shapes there. I have more of them now than I did when I first started, because I've gotten 2 levels up. I think I'm at level B now. You start at level D in each category, and you go up to AA. You go from B to C, or sorry, D to C to B to A to double A in each of your traits. You also have a trait that's a really weird trait that is kind of like how good you are at making decisions. Yes, your decision making while fighting a fish is actually a trait in the game. It's not something that you, the player, can improve at. Yeah, so body strength is 8, even though that's a 50-pound Cuda. So that's actually what I really wanted, is the smaller fish, you can reel them in faster. So I've got body strength up to A. I can get 1 more level in body strength, and I'm wondering if I can catch some more of those 400-pound-ish fish. If I can get the muscle power level up, or if you only get quote-unquote XP. Again, the system is hidden and not explained very well in the manual. The system is totally hidden from the player. So if I want to try to beat this game quickly, I'll want to be leveling those up, but I'll also want to be catching fish, and you need to catch a fish of about 400 pounds to win this first day. But it's different every time you play. Alright, so here's a big shark. But let me see if I can tire him out. With my increased vitality, I might be able to actually get a sweat mark on him. So the hook's starting to come out of the shark's mouth. You can see the hook's moving, and I can't actually reel anything on him. At least we can hear the great shark music. But by rocking here, I'm pulling the hook out of his mouth, but I'm helping to tire him out. But I can see already that he's not going to be tired by my rocking the rod. That clinking sound means my line is at like level 1 crisis level. So I've got him a little bit tired. We're not quite enough to get a sweat mark on him, but I can move a little bit. Yeah, and I pulled the hook out. I wasn't really trying very seriously to catch that fish. Although once I get my body strength up to max, I may try if I get another big fish like that. Now some of these schools you notice will, I didn't motor through that one. They scattered when they hit the border of the screen. Some of them will scatter when they hit the border. And some of them will bounce off the border. So that when you're trying to draw a billfish, the bouncing schools are the most convenient ones because they will not dissipate. They will bounce off like billiard balls on a cushion. They'll come off at the same angle they hit the wall, and they'll do that forever. All right, so okay, I did get a muscle power after the 200-pound Cuda. Okay. So I haven't been really keeping track of the fish I've caught. I'm going to do that maybe watching the VOD of this, because that might be related to how many pounds of fish you catch, because this was just a 200-pounder, and it took quite a few fish to get there. So I do have the muscle power stat up. And next time I hook a fish, I need to look at what time of day it is. Because you can look up the time of day in the information menu, but it takes a while. The menus in this game are kind of inconvenient. So, next time, you do see a clock with the real time. You see this is a bouncing school right there. You do see a clock with the real time in battle. So it's 8:20. So I've been fishing for about 2 hours in-game. And see, this shark is also not moving very much, even with my leveled up muscle power. Ah, but I get a little bonus there, which is fantastic. See if I can get him in. There we go. Cool. This is going to be a sizable fish. 800 pounds. So my body strength, that was going to go up no matter what size that fish was. Body strength was going to go up no matter what. Okay, so my body strength is at max. For this entire game, I can get my body strength no higher than that. So the only stat I can improve now is muscle power, but I was able to demonstrate I guess one little bit that I learned today is that the rough fish, the scrub fish, do in some way counts towards both stats, towards your muscle power and your body strength stat. So that's something to think about if I'm planning. All right, let me see if I can get this billfish so we can get one on camera. Here we go, and it's a decent sized one. The clinking is something that we're going to have to deal with when we're trying to get these fish in quickly. I'm keeping my line constantly at level 1 threat level. Almost constantly at level 1 threat. It doubles in speed. 300-pound blue marlin, yes. And I'll keep that one. So, the thing I'm wondering about is then... I wonder if the game monitors your total poundage of fish in determining your muscle power. So I'll have to watch the VOD to see what sizes of rough fish I was catching with this. Okay. And these I don't know. That one must, I would guess they don't count experience for either category. That's my guess, because it doesn't get to the spot where it would give you a level up, so I'm guessing that those won't count for experience on either category. But I'll have to see if the total poundage is what triggers that stat level up, the muscle power stat. Still the morning in this game today. I have until 4 p.m. game time to catch the winning fish. But I can return to the port early if I catch a fish that I feel is going to be the winner. There's a bouncing school, so I'm going to go for them. And then another thing that I may try yet today is trying a lighter class of line to see if my levels go up a little bit more quickly with a lighter class of line. I'm working a little bit more deliberately here because this fish is not hooked as well as the others have been, and I risk pulling the hook out of his mouth if I lean back too much. Alright, so that's going to be the day winner no matter what. That fish is going to win day 1. That's a guaranteed win, because the fish that you have to beat is a random number between 350 and 450. Here's another nice sized shark. Let's see if I can get another bonus. Bonus go for it on this shark. Try to rock him. So that does let me get a little bit more in on him. And I'm sorry about that clinking. It does take out one channel of the fantastic music. The shark music is amazing. Now, one thing the sharks don't do that the billfish will always do is jump. And if you're not pulling them in, and often even if you are pulling them, they'll jump and pull the line out. I think we've seen that already here on stream. Sharks won't do that to you. So it's nice I've got my vitality as high as it is. But I'm starting to lose hookage on the shark, as you can see. Going down is also, I'm also seem to be losing the tiredness factor on the shark, because I'm not pulling in as much as I was before. I'd like to get this one in, but if it's going to take a long time, I might not bother with it. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with it. I'm not going to fool with it. Yes, your boat bounces off of the edge of the screen, so it's a nice way to turn around quickly to bounce your boat. See, there was a fish. The fish jumped, and so I kind of wasted a pullback there, and they'll do that to you. When you pull back, you get kind of a bunch of bonus line to pull in. Let's see if I can get him in before he tries to cut it. Yes. Hasn't happened in this broadcast. See, now this could also be the day-winning fish. It could have been, but I've already caught one that's about 500, and then when I go to the official weigh-in, I'll get the actual weight of it. And it will be, whenever you get a fish that's about a certain number of 100 pounds, it will be a number on 50, within 50 pounds either direction of that number that they give you. So the 500-pound one will be between 450 and 550. Or I don't know if it's 451 to 550 or if it's 450 to 549. I don't know. I would imagine it's one of those two. I haven't dug into this ROM yet. If someone else has, let me know. If you've dug into the ROM, I'd love to know a little more about that, but I've never done that before. So these decent ones are getting easier to catch. Okay, so my muscle power speed. So I will have to check the VODs and see what kind of poundage of fish I've been catching. I should have been writing them down. But let me see if it's possible. Maybe it's possible to level your character up all the way here on this first day to level AA on both of the body categories. And then you have a skill category. I haven't explained that yet. I haven't really had a reason to yet, not having many billfish. But sometimes billfish during fights, you'll be confronted with like a QTE, a quick time event, where you have to make a decision because something out of the ordinary happens, like the fish will jump, or the fish will tail walk, or if it's close to the boat, the fish will try to cut the line on the propeller of your boat. And then you'll have a choice of two things to do. Usually it's pull the rod, or wind the reel, or do nothing is another choice. Swordfish. And you, the player, have to make the choice for your character. The thing is, there is no way for you, the player, to know what the correct choice is going to be. The correct choice is totally random, and it's dependent, as from what I have found, it's dependent on your skill level in the game. So when you have a low skill level, you are less likely to choose the correct choice. No matter which one you choose, it's less likely to be correct. So I actually want to do some, if we're faced with some, I want to do some save stating tricks to see when it decides what the correct answer is. Because sometimes, if I remember, I did this with save states a while ago, but I wasn't really very serious about it. It may be that sometimes neither choice will come out correct for you. Like that may be part of the RNG, is that it'll give you two choices, neither of which will actually be correct. And your little helper guy, ooh, this is a nice one. This is a big one. Your little helper guy will tell you if you got it right or wrong. Ooh, that's a bonus. That's lucky, because this is a big fish. Gotta get him in. Alright. So your guy will tell you, too bad, your line is reeling out, or your line is damaged. Look at that. A 900-pound blue marlin. That could possibly, a fish that size could possibly win the final day of this game. A fish that size might win the last day of this game. If it's over 900, that might be the last day's winner. Unfortunately, I cannot bring fish from day 1 to day 4, and I don't think on day 4 you get those nice lucky go for it, lucky tired fish prompts. Here's another big one. But he's not hooked very well, and I haven't gotten the go for it yet, so I doubt I'm going to get this one in. Yeah, this one's going to be a loss. That's going to be a loss. Look at that, I got one right away. And often when you pull up a billfish behind a school, it won't pull up and bite at the same time, so you'll have to reposition it. So by one pass behind the school of trolling the lure will pull it up, and then the next pass, or later, you'll get your bite. There we go. And I don't know what prompts those. I don't know if that's random or if you can control that. I've caught lots of day winners so far in this guy. I've caught lots of day one winners. In fact, I'm going to go back to port and way up. I'm going to go way up. Yeah, I'll go down this way. So you don't get an animation for these fish, but all of the billfish, you get this animation here. 318, 509. You can't speed this up. 378. Although, you know, I don't know something. I guess I can check this too. If you just go right to results, if it'll just go for your highest fish. So, because if I am trying to get a fast time, let's do that big 900-pounder last. There we go. See, he's got the bill crushing the sidewalk, and I think we'll get some confetti with this fish. There we go. And I think there's maybe one more, there's another theme that's an even bigger fish than this one. But that's a nice one there. That's a good one. 855. That'll do it. So I've already done the weighing, but yeah, this will be my character, and that'll be the 855. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to try... I'm going to try doing a lighter line, and I'm going to see if that makes a difference. Alright. Clear weather again. And I'm going to write these fish down this time. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with 110 instead of going up to 160. I'm still going to 100 feet. It's clear, so I'm still going to go mid-depth. And then in the middle of the day, you're supposed to go deep. But that's another thing I need to check, see if that actually makes a difference. Because I might establish splits on when I gain certain levels on this. So I'm going to go after scrub fish again, I think, to see if it's still every third fish that you get body strength levels up. Yeah, and I'm getting the warning clink a lot sooner because my line is weaker. So it makes it a little more challenging for me, but according to the manual, lighter line gives you more experience, but can make it tougher to horse these fish in. And this one's, I'm guessing, quite a bit bigger than those 100 and 200 pounders I was catching before, so I'm actually just going to give up on this one. Because I want to quickly see if it's still every third fish on the body strength. Good, bouncing school. God, here's another big one. I'm hooking fish that are too big. That's a problem in real life. I wish. I wish I was always hooking fish in real life that were too big. And I'm losing the hook here. And I'm also going to run out of vitality. It's another concern, is you can yourself, by pulling back too much, tire yourself out when you haven't leveled up your body strength. And I'm mostly resting for the fish's hook status. That's mostly what I'm resting for. Alright, so if I can get another good one like that, okay, great. So I should be able to get him, oh, not quite all the way in. Now we should get him all the way in. Okay, cool. Alright, one fish. Oh, barracuda, 300 pounds. Cuda, 300. This is with 110. And I really don't think species matters. But who knows? Man, here's another tough one with this 110 line. Come on. Yeah, this one's gonna be too big for me to handle with this line. And with my body strength. Because once you've leveled yourself up, there would be no reason not to go for the heavy line. But if the advantage on using lighter line is not all that much in terms of leveling, I would probably just ignore it and just go to the heavy line right away. Because you're going to be losing some fish. Especially if you're trying to catch them quickly. You're going to be losing some fish. There we go. Lagging the game out. Alright. You'll notice at the start of every fight, if you look at my reel, there's a little lever on the reel that goes from top to bottom. That's my drag. That's the control that controls how fast your line reels out when you're not reeling. If the drag is at the top, that means it's all the way open and the fish will pull line out very quickly. Sorry. If the drag is at the bottom of the reel, the drag is tightened all the way and the fish will pull line out more slowly. Okay, so still Dorado 2. Okay. So it looks like it's still going to be every third fish. Oh, and this is going to be a Marlin. I probably won't be able to bring it in because I've got this lighter line. Oh, maybe I can. He's hooked pretty solidly. He's going to jump. There we go. Usually they will jump right about that time. Most billfish will jump. I should just call them Marlins. I know it's not totally accurate because sailfish and swordfish are not Marlins, but they're billfish is the name of that kind of fish. Get him in quick here. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to get the poundage. So let's see if I get that body strength level up with this guy. Blue Marlin 200. Yes. 200, 200, and then BSC. Nice. Okay. So that's not going to be a day winner. So if you, if I do catch a day winner here, I will go to weigh in and try without actually doing the weighing. I will see what the results are to see if it automatically weighs the fish for me, or if I have to weigh them in order for them to register. I'll try that. One of these days when I have a little bit more time, I'll do a longer stream on this one. I have probably about 20 minutes left today to stream. Not tons of time today, but I just wanted to relax for a bit. Thought I would do a stream and a little more fact-finding about this game. And I want to try to get to a muscle power level up with 110-pound line to see if the total poundage of fish is less, because it might treat them just like experience points. Pounds might just equate to XP in this game, and you get maybe a multiplier on the XP if you have lighter line. I don't know, and I don't have the skills to get into the ROM and figure that out. If I had those skills, I wouldn't have to be doing these kind of anecdotal fact-finding missions, but such is the case. I would like to write a nice fact for this game too, because I really love this game, and I would like to see it played more. And a couple of facts out there are fine. I don't want to disparage the people who write facts for this game, but they are about as informative as the manual in terms of how mechanics of the game work. But I don't want to put down their hard work in putting together the facts, but I would like to do one that... because I was frustrated that I couldn't find one that had all the answers to the questions that I had. Wanting to do this game more seriously than just casually playing through it, because it is a fun game to play through casually, although it can be maddening at times. It can be maddening. And I'm having hook issues with this shark, but I love this music, so keep trying. There we go. It's gonna be it. Nice. Nice. Got him. Okay, shark 500. $500 shark. So if pounds do work like XP in this game, then that would be a nice little XP reward. Ooh, this is another nice fish. Yeah, and unfortunately, using this lighter line means that I'm going to be at level 1 line beeping all the time, or almost all the time. So here's hoping that it doesn't actually affect your leveling, and that if we try to do a fast run of this game, we won't have to worry about using a lighter line. We can just put it on 160 and call it a day. Alright. Battle this guy in. See what we've got. Dorado 400. D 400. Oh, so I must have missed a fish in there. I must have missed a fish in there because I must have missed writing enough fish because I got a body strength up. So there must have been a fish that I missed. But yeah, here's hoping that it doesn't really make a difference. Because here's another big shark. This one's even bigger than the last one. And he's not hooked very well, so I'm not going to be able to get this one in. That option down there, the other option when I hit select for cut the line and reverse the boat. Reverse the boat, according to the manual, makes it easier for you to reel in the fish, but also reduces the strain on the fish, so the fish will regain its strength and vitality more quickly. Alright, let's get this one in. What I have found with it, it doesn't seem to... D200. Muscle power C. Okay, MPC. So, just by this, I am guessing that having your line lighter does make a difference on your muscle power, but not your body strength. That is my guess, because what's the game time here? What's the game time? So it's 8:10, and I've already gotten that level up. Yeah, earlier, so here's my skill level is D. My skill level is D. That's the one that you get levels up by, what's this? Okay, alright. You get levels up in skill by making correct choices, but not very good at making correct choices when you first start, so it's very frustrating that you have all of these correct and incorrect choices. You're banging your head against the game here in the early game, trying to make the correct decisions when you don't have any control over what's correct and what's not. There we go. Thank you. Now we can mercifully end the battle. I turned the game audio down a little bit more. 500-pound Dorado, D500. That's a nice Dorado there. The muscle power stat does help you pull in larger fish, so that becomes critical later in the game. Your vitality stat that just goes up every X fish is not quite... I mean, it does help, but you'll kind of get that anyway just by catching the fish that you need. You'll get those levels up, but the muscle power Barracuda 2. Okay, BSA. Maybe they are going. Maybe I'm either missing them or they're going faster. I need to be a little bit more diligent with my record keeping, because that was only the second fish since the other one. So maybe the first, I don't know, that I wrote down. This one's too big for me. You can tell right away. About these ones. Another shark. This one is even bigger than that last shark. I'm trying to reel and the line is going out and clinking at me. I can barely even lean back. That is a huge shark. But that music. Loving that music. Not gonna happen though. Reversing the boat though. Doesn't seem to make reeling much easier. Possibly makes it a little bit easier for you, but I've noticed that the fish regains strength really quickly when you reverse the boat. So I have found it not worth it to reverse the boat. And according to the manual, it does say that it does give the fish a break, but I don't think it's balanced. I think you lose on that deal. I think if you're having a hard time reeling the fish in, reversing the boat's not going to help you, because it will make you reel a little bit easier, maybe, but it's going to any quote-unquote damage that you've done to the fish's health is going to be healed very quickly. See if I can get him in from 30 quickly. Ooh, that was just bad. Whoa, nice. I had line tension, but you can't stop. Once you're inside of 20, you can't really stop. Swordfish 4. Mar 4. Okay. Okay, so that might be my day winner, that 400-pound swordfish. That might be my day winner. So, I've got to end the stream here in about 10 minutes. But before then, I will try to go to the marina and see about just going right to the results. This is another nice fish. This is a good one. So when they jump, you just gotta let them jump, let them go. The manual does say that using lighter line nets you more experience, but I'm just not sure what the calculation is there. And we're at level 1 line crisis here. There we go. Yeah, I don't have the muscle power to really pull the fish. I've got the vitality to to keep it up, but it's not hooked well enough for me to really pull enough, and I would need that stronger line for a fish that size. So this is helping me, though. I'm learning. Every time I really pay attention to these things, I'm learning new things about this game. Ooh. Oh, I raised one, but am I going to hook him? If that's a scattering school, I'm not going to get him. That's the risk. If you can raise one and the school is near a boundary, you'll run into that. That will happen. Because again, like I said, usually the fish won't bite the instant that it's raised. A lot of times you have to do another pass in order to get the fish to bite. But if you can place your lure really well behind a school like this, then you can raise the fish and have it bite quickly. But they can change direction like that and do things like that to you. What time of day is it now? I wasn't looking. If it's getting towards the middle of the day, 9:20. No, it's not. We're okay. I don't need to set it any deeper. There we go. Got a bouncing school here. Yeah, but not all angles that schools take are easy to match with your boat. This is one that I can match fairly well until they bounce, though, and then you want to keep it out of there. When you're trying just for billfish, you want to keep the lure out of the path of the school. Here, I don't mind so much because I'm catching rough fish right now, just for the XP. There we go. And also, the reason I am in this level that's called Palm Beach, I had 3 choices on the first day of the tournament: Palm Beach, Cape Canaveral, and Miami. Palm Beach is the easiest, like, level design layout of the overworld, I guess you would call this. I'm trying to use like RPG terms. This is kind of a fishing RPG. That's the easiest one of all of these. This one has no obstacles. There's no rocks. There's no weird piers or bridges or things you have to work around, which are in all those other ones. There's no little inlets, little coves you have to navigate if a school of fish spawns in a little cramped area. You don't have to try to troll behind fish schools getting in those little pockets behind barriers. You just don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. There we go. R4. Okay. AA. Alright. So body strength is AA. Let's see. So I've gotten, yeah, okay. So I've gotten one level up in the muscle power department. No dice there. So actually, the higher level you can get, the more easily you will be able to handle the larger fish in the next few tournament days. But this game, you also, if you fail to win a tournament day, you can just start that day again with all of the stats that you had. Oh, this one's huge. That's a huge one. I've got no chance of that one. That one was huge. That was like that 900-pounder I caught the other day. By the other day, I mean half an hour ago. There we go. Oh, might get a bite here. Yep. All right. I didn't position carefully enough on that bouncy school. Paid for it with this. Oh, thanks. 6 feet out and you give me the go for it. That's nice. That's a nice touch. Cuda 3. Okay. So it's been a little while since I've gotten a level up in the muscle power department. Wonder what the deal with that is. Possibly those levels are not fixed. Actually, I find that likely that those levels are not fixed. That the experience, quote-unquote experience required for each one goes up. That is a bouncing school. Excellent. The sun. We can talk about the sun for a minute. This fish kind of disproves it, but according to the manual, if you're facing into the sun as it moves across the sky, fish may be temporarily blinded, reducing the probability of a strike. And this is another one that's so big I can't move it. I can't move this fish. See if I can catch some more scrubs. So that fish kind of disproved it though, because we were going directly into the sun. So, alright, it's time to switch to bigger line, because I keep hooking these big fish and not getting anywhere with them. Time to switch lines. Actually, it's probably time to weigh in and say goodbye to the stream for now. Alright, so I'm going to save. And what happens if I just say results for today? I get this, so I did not win according to this. Now, wow, because he got on the high ends. What happens if I weigh in first? Oh, I thought I caught a 500-pounder on this day. I might not have actually caught a fish bigger than his. That could be the problem. If I didn't catch one bigger than 421. Oh, 424. That's me. Okay, so let me try that again. Because I'm pretty sure those values will all be the same. I'm pretty sure he's still going to be 421. He should still be 421, because I think that's decided, yes. That's decided, I think, when you start the day, what the winning weight of the fish is going to be. And this blue marlin, I think, is the one that was 424. Am I right there? Yes. Excellent. And you can't speed this up, so if I was trying to do this game quickly, I would just not keep fish. Ooh, but that's random. So my fish size is random. No, it's not. 399 was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah, 424 and I saw it. So my fish size is not random. That must be determined right away. Okay, and this is the winning music. This is the day winning music. Congratulations, you won the day. You won the day. Good work. You won the day. Nice job. Get my password. Anyone wants to steal my password, you can steal my password for that character. It's up to you. Little monster party to finish things up, as per tradition. Can't go a stream without playing some monster party. Yeah, this guy, you can't really control him very well. Hello, baby. Ooh, a couple hits on this guy? That's no good. I need to do better than that. And these little fire / lightning guys are just, I can't believe it. They're like for me, they're some of the toughest enemies in this game. You get a heart, and from this one you get a pill. From this one you get a pill. So now we get to turn into Berts, to fly over everything. And I think I can fly all the way to the pumpkin guy. Maybe not quite. But do we need this guy? Yes, we need to trigger the Sorry I'm Dead guy. My favorite, the classic, because I'm fairly sure you need that question mark in order to get the key. Yeah, alright, so I'm not going to be able to get to the pumpkin guy, but I can change the level, which is awesome. I love this. Love this part of the game. Absolutely love this part of the game. This was what really makes it worth it. And yeah, so you lose your Bert power, being Mark, and so I've got to fight the pumpkin guy without any protection. Yeah, and you can, in this game, you can crouch, and then you're invulnerable from the boss's body hitbox, but not from their projectiles. And this is another one. So you've got this first level really puts a kind of a high barrier of entry in this game. I'm probably going to die here. Yeah, this first level really puts a high barrier on this game. Because it has these enemies that are really random. They jump at tough times, and they launch those the projectiles that they launch, whatever they are, lightning or fire. Little baby. I gotta get in a good spot for this guy. Whoa. Come on. There we go. Some health. Those legs have lots of hit points. And these guys will take... The tough thing about these guys... Ooh! I wasn't ready for that one. He launched that at a bad time for me. There we go. Tough thing with these, they'll take 2 bat swings to kill, but they can be taken out by one of their batted back projectiles. But they're tough to deal with, in my opinion. That one's empty. And oh, come on. Here we go. Sorry, I'm dead. And there's nothing you can do to speed this up. You can just do that. Oh, and I got a Bert recharge there. That's nice. You notice that I went from flashing to not flashing. I got a recharge on Bert, which is good. Another interesting thing about this game is that every drop from those random enemies is constant, and you can get them over and over again. But now I should be able to make it to the pumpkin guy with Bert's, which is going to be helpful. And there's only one eye there. There should be two. Somehow I was keeping him from using his pumpkins. I don't know if that's a glitch or what. But he was not using his pumpkins at all on me. Whoa, there we go, thank you. Yes, those dogs that lick the blood off the ground. Isn't that nice? And Mark can kind of crawl. There's nothing in any more of the doors here in this first world, this first stage. There's nothing else in these doors, they're all empty. Yeah, and if I'm really slick, I can take those guys out and get some hearts before I go in. Nice. So those enemy drops are always constant. Alright. Well, 3 minutes in. Anyone can steal that password if they want with the blood and the skeletons, but I'm going to call it for today. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, if not next week, with a little bit more Blue Marlin, possibly a little more knowledgeable than I was before. Thank you for watching.